Hello, I'm Shane Michael with Mitten, and I'm so excited to share some of the most innovative gamification features that are available today for your peer to peer fundraising campaigns. Now, the examples I'm about to showcase are exclusively built on Classy.org's API alongside Mitten's professional services. However, all of these things could be unlocked using any fundraising platform as long as they have an open API. So, with that, buckle up and let's dive in. The first site I want to showcase is the Polar Plunge for Michigan. Now, right off the top, you'll notice that it's pulling in dynamic values directly from Classy's API, and the thermometer has been changed to an actual thermometer to be very on brand. Now, if I scroll down a little bit further, you'll notice the steps are laid out. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy, making it very clear and obvious how to get involved. And not only that, it's very on brand, with the plungers literally jumping into the blue wave below, which leads us to our leaderboards. Now, these are not just any leaderboards, these are gamified leaderboards. So users are actually unlocking different milestones and rewards depending on their fundraising metrics, or even non-fundraising metrics. For example, as soon as they register for a plunge, they can unlock the first badge. When they take their first plunge, they can unlock another badge. And then there's, of course, the fundraising milestones as well. All of this put together creates a very engaging, community-driven, competitive engagement platform for these users to fundraise. Everyone wants to be at the top of the leaderboards. There's also additional filters for additional groups. Now, these are not just teams within the Special Olympics Michigan Polar Plunge framework. These are actually custom questions upon registration. So these are different groups across all 30 or so different locations. Really cool. Coming down a little bit further, showcasing community is showcasing that the event is bigger than all the individual parts, that this is bigger than ourselves. And a simple way of doing that is showcasing an interactive donor map. This also gives the marketing team a reason to reach out to states that don't have that much engagement, even if they see they have donors or people on their list from those states. Another really cool thing to do is having monthly challenges. So think about this as almost the student of the month, but it's the fundraiser of the month. After all, Tim Adams fundraised over $27,000. He probably deserves a little bit of love and some real estate. So the way this works is it's basically a leaderboard, but designed in a card style, and you're time boxing it. So the admin can determine, let's showcase the top fundraiser from the 1st of November to the last of November, and even with the top teams as well. Again, giving your fundraisers public praise and motivating others to try to become the fundraiser of the month as well. Another incredible opportunity that you can all unlock is having mini challenges within your campaign. So think about this as a matching challenge, or you unlock a gift from an anonymous donor if a certain condition is met. So for example, if they get 1,000 plungers to register, they get a matching gift. Or if they get $125,000 donated by a certain time, an anonymous donor will also match that gift. And so the way this works is this is measuring against your campaign in Classy. So this is not a new campaign. You're just setting the criteria. It creates its own progress bar and it's tracking it in real time. And then the other amazing feature is you can send the matching gift if you want as an offline donation to update the main progress bar. A really creative way to have more reasons to reach out to your list and capitalize on your campaign and really just maximize your fundraising. Last but not least, I want to head over to the registration page and showcase that if you have an event series, how can you even make it more fun? So for one, lay it all out and include the dynamic progress bars, but two, make an interactive map. Make it super fun to find exactly what the user is looking for. And let's say you have a bunch of different campaigns going on at once, a bunch of different users. More times than not, people are not going to donate to the organization. They want to donate to their friend's fundraising page. So you can embed a dynamic search field that will search the entire database in real time and allow the results to surface that then clicks directly to the Classy page, like so. Let's start with one of my favorite campaigns of all time, Pause Walk, where you get to walk your furry friend and you can challenge anyone from anywhere to make a difference. So right at the top here, you'll notice we have dynamic values directly pulling in from Classy's API. So one important note, this whole experience is powered by Mittun alongside Classy's API. However, this experience could be rebuilt on any fundraising platform with an open API. You'll also notice we have total miles walked. Mittun built a custom plugin to facilitate this. We can also track kilometers, distance, we can track duration, we can track days in a row for consistency. Any type of fitness-based metric can be quantified and visualized. And we can also connect with popular apps such as Strava or Garmin. So scrolling down a little bit further, you'll see a lot of other elements that are commonplace on a campaign, but I want to jump right into the most exciting part, the competitive leaderboards. So on the left here, you'll see the top individuals based by most raised. You'll also notice these cute little icons and badges that are being unlocked. And you'll also notice first place has everything unlocked because that's the type of person a first place person is they want to win at all levels. You'll notice on the right-hand side, there are the top individuals for miles walked. Now, these are the people that may not have fundraised the most, however, they are walking the most. And so let's give this some context. If you're doing your fundraising campaign, instead of just saying, hey, try to fundraise as much as possible, make it fun. Have your non-monetary goals included as well, like walk 10 miles, walk 20 miles, walk 30 miles, or even a wild card. Just log your first walk or join a team. And then, of course, the major fundraising milestones right here. So this is how they are unlocking the Billy badge or the Juno badge, for example. You can also break this down by teams as well, or even youth. So let's say you have a different ticket type. In Pause Walk's instance, they had different tickets for different ages. And so we're able to visualize the data differently based on youth versus based on the normal users that are quantified in the individual tab. So a really cool way. And so let me just showcase, how does this actually work? How are you tracking these miles? So unfortunately, I don't have access to this, but I have a prototype to showcase how this could work in another experience. So let me show you this. So in this example, they're tracking total kilometers ridden, and the Pause Walk was exactly the same. So you'd come over here to click login. You'd enter in your email that's already registered with Classy. It would say, we found you in the system. And then you'd say, track my kilometers. Once you're logged in, you have your main progress bar that you can set. You have your own dashboard to upload your activities. So this is what the Pause Walk users were doing, is they would update their date, they would enter their miles walked, they would give it a description, and they could add an image. And then there's a fail-safe on the admin side. So if anybody entered more than 5 miles at a time, they would have to prove it or confirm it. So then the admins could say, hey, you entered 50 miles. Did you mean 5? And then they could either provide a screenshot as proof, and then the admin could override it. That way you can't get people cheating to unlock badges and rewards if you actually have physical swag that you're delivering. If it's just cute badges, then it's probably a non-issue. And then, of course, if you're connecting to an API-driven app like Strava, then all of this is dynamic. One other thing I'd like to point out before we close is this new challenge a walker feature. So this is basically a dynamic search that searches the entire Classy campaign. And so you can see these names are getting pulled in real time. So now I can click my friend Chris. I could challenge per mile with a dollar amount saying, hey, I'll give you $50 per mile and I want you to do, let's say, 10 miles. So I'm going to make a generous $500 donation. And then when I click this, it's going to send this value over to Chris's Classy page in real time. This example I love. We had the opportunity of working with National Geographic for their Giving Tuesday. And so the imagery is beautiful because it's National Geographic, But the way they had things broken up was pretty unique. They had different causes. So these are actually different designations that are being tracked if people want to give to a specific cause. There's also a more visualized version of the matches and challenges. So you can actually see when a challenge is met, there can be an indicator up here and the buttons can get grayed out. If a challenge is ended, it can say challenge ended, and so on and so forth. So again, just a really cool way to visualize your fundraising data directly on your website. Another project with National Geographic is breaking up these sections even more. So all of this data is dynamically being fetched from Classy. However, there is an additional layer of categorization on top of it. So this could work for giving days for schools, for universities. You could click one of these tabs and then give context. And then these could actually be sub campaigns under this main campaign. So again, just a really cool and unique way to break up this information. And then if you go down a little bit further, we can also visualize the donors with a US map or even a world map. And this is based on billing zip code to make sure the donors' private information remains private. Going over to a giving day, I love this example for Kent State. You can see they have a ton of causes. And so they made it very easy with Mittun's involvement to allow users to find exactly what they're looking for. So these are all campaigns that exist on Classy. And with a quick filter, you can find exactly what you're looking for. And so this is all dynamically populated from Classy. So if your fundraising specialist changes this name in the Classy campaign, it will update on this website in real time. And since athletics is so competitive, there's an additional subpage just for the athletic departments and the individual sports, as you can see here. So breaking it up one step further, which is just really neat. And something else that we're rolling out is a specialized donor portal that is unique to your organization. So for example, one of the Polar Plunges is building out a section with Mittun's involvement called Be a Plunge Promoter. And I'm really excited to share this with you. So I could get started. And what this actually means is I can not only unlock fundraising rewards, I can also be rewarded from sharing the campaign. And then if I share it with a friend and that person actually registers, I can get rewarded for that too. So this is based on Classy's API, but this could also be built on another fundraising platform's API. So let me give you a quick demo of how this works. So assuming the person has already registered for the Classy campaign, they could click Get Started. They would log in with their email registered with Classy right here. It would say, we found you in the system. It would refresh and it would say, check your inbox for the magic code. You enter in the code. And ta-da, you see this amazing fundraising dashboard. So this data is getting populated in real time based on Amy's fundraising totals in Classy. These incentives are chosen by you, the organization, determining when these milestones and when these products are unlocked. And then the user, the fundraiser, can log in and see this in real time, which is truly a game changer. And then let's say you want to go one step further. You want to share the campaign. You want to actually share the campaign with friends, and you can even track the additional fundraising revenue that's generated from those shares. And then you can incentivize those people to share the campaign and incentivize them even further with registration rewards. So if a friend actually registers, you can be rewarded. So how does this work? Well, we developed a unique system that's basically connected to your fundraising platform. So let's say I want to share it with a friend. First, I would type in their email. If this person already exists in the system, it would say, hey, this person already exists. Know anybody else? So then I would type in someone else's email. And it'd say, hey, your friend didn't sign up yet. I could share it with my friend. So then this nice pop-up would appear that could all be customizable, showcasing how this works. I'm sharing it with my friend, being a plunge promoter. And I click submit, and then it says, thanks for sharing. Now my friend will get notified, and we're tracking all of that down here. So you can actually see it says, I shared the campaign with this friend on this date. And then we'll also track when somebody actually registered from that share. Now, this is gold to a nonprofit who loves data because now you can know, hey, Amy Johnson is sharing it with all of these friends, and she's actually getting people to register. That's attributing to additional revenue for the organization. How cool is that? And so all this stuff can be totally customizable. You can choose when you want these rewards to be unlocked. You can visualize them with graphics like the fundraising incentives. You could even have combined milestones. Share it with 5 people and raise $500, unlock gift XYZ, and so on and so forth. Thanks for watching. I hope you're starting to see how your fundraising website can be so much more than just another website. Imagine a platform that not only tells your story, but actively drives your mission forward, engaging your supporters, rallying your community, and turning visitors into passionate donors. With the power of gamification combined with conversion-based design, we can help transform your website, webpage, or campaign into a revenue-generating digital experience that inspires action and amplifies your impact. And let's be honest, raising more money is a lot more fun. If this has sparked any ideas, we'd love to connect. You can book a call with us by clicking the button right here on this page. Totally, no pressure, no obligation. We love talking shop. And bring your team, especially those fundraising gurus with the big ideas. And let's explore what's possible. And if you're just browsing for now, no worries. Feel free to click around, watch more videos, and get inspired. When you're ready, we'll be here. I'm Shane Michael with Mittun. Thanks for watching, and let's make your next campaign your best one yet.